excited to be doing my first ever live here. And because of the timing now, the timing is a little late, and I felt like I really wanted to do a video before I end the day. So here I am. I've done quite a few live videos today on all my social media, and it just only made sense for me to come here also. Now, if you just excuse the lighting and everything, and whoever sees me later on, this is the end of the day and I'm kind of tired, but I still really wanted to talk. So what I want to talk about today is, first of all, you guys know this is my second channel. My main channel is Lady Isha, and this is my finance channel because I like to talk about so many different variations of subjects that also includes mindset about business and stuff like that, and all the hard learned lessons that I learned along in my own journey also. So I like kind of sharing the lessons and everything else. So that being said, my name is Isha, for those of you who are new or maybe are not aware of this channel. Maybe if you're not somebody who came from my main channel, then well, hi, my name is Isha. I am the founder of Isha Cosmetics, and here at the Finance Queen we talk a lot about money, business, handling your business, a little bit about investments and stuff like that. I did take a break the whole past 1 week in between because I have been a little under the weather, but here I am. I feel a bit better now. So anyway, the subject today is handling your business right and making sure that you don't lend out money that you can't afford to lose. And actually, even if you can afford to lose, I'm still never going to be in this favor of lending out money to people. And now the reason behind that is that everybody, by the way, everybody has their own mindset and mentality, how they handle their business and how they handle their finances and stuff like that. Of course, nobody can control that for you and nobody can make the rules for you. But I think one rule to abide by would always be best in everybody's favor. And that is to not lend out money even if you can afford to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're really feeling very generous today and all that. Of course, go ahead, do whatever. Write it off and you're not expecting it back. So cool with that, okay? But generally, I feel like when we are talking about money, my belief is money is like kind of that energy that you attract. At one time, I mean, ages ago, money was what? Exchange in the form of gold, as in gold was the currency. And actually, way before that, objects, like random objects, would be kind of a form of a currency. Then gold and even silver and all of that, the whole evolution. We're not going to get into that, but you get the point. Then came the actual currency. Then you had like the digital cards and the credit cards and everything. And now we're moving towards crypto and all of that. So of course, in the coming next few years, we're gonna see a total change, and the currency will become totally decentralized and stuff like that. And we are seeing that shift already. It's happening as we're speaking right now. I feel like my throat is still not very well. So you get the point. Money now is just literally like digits on screen. You don't even have to hold it in your hand. Actually, who holds it in their hand nowadays anyway? Nobody does that anymore, do we? We're holding it in the form of cards and stuff. And now you have the crypto wallets and stuff. So that's where we're moving right now, right? Which is why there is so much hype and craze about this whole Shiba Inu, especially recently because it's gone up so much. I think it's coming down right now anyway. As we speak right now, it's at 0.4067. Just checked it a few hours ago. But anyway, I think it's definitely going to go up anyway. But this up and down in crypto keeps going on. So we're talking about that today. I was kind of lucky that I kind of did manage to invest a little bit about more than a month ago. So it was very profitable for me. But anyway, talking about money, that's where we're moving. So I feel like you work for your own money, don't you? Whether you're investing in stocks, playing with crypto, whatever it is that you do, or whether you're selling products, physical products, or whether you're even selling digital products, you are working for that money. And the kind of energy that you put out, the more you respect money, the more it comes to you, you know? It's a game of reciprocity, if that makes sense. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right, because this word is just so hard for me to pronounce. You understand that? Like, you have to be the reciprocal of the kind of money that you want to attract. You can't have dust in your mind and attract a lot of money, you know? And you can't be a total genius and know how to make money and then actually not make money. You can't, because you will make money, you know, if you are like on that level. So this whole game of money, if you read certain books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door, you know, you can kind of expand your horizons and read so much and read so many things about people that have lived through the same earth where we're living right now. And they have done and achieved so much. And they left amazing examples for us to read about them and stuff as well. There's another book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm sure you've all heard about that one. I read that about 10 years ago when I was very, very young. And at that time... sounds. Oh, sorry guys, that was my phone. Okay. I read that book like ages ago. Hello Sabahat, how are you? I read that book ages ago, 10 years ago, and it did not make sense to me at that time. It was like going out of my head. I'm reading and I'm not understanding anything. And it's because, of course, at that time, my mindset was not ready to make money or attract money or think about money or even like be bothered about money, because I was quite young. I was at school, high school, whatever. I'm fine. Thank you, Sabahat. How are you? Thank you for watching. I'm just doing a little informative live here. I did not expect anybody to join me at this time, but thank you. You're here. So money is like that kind of energy you attract. Based on how reciprocal you are to it, it's going to come to you. And because of that reason, I think everybody needs to work on their own evolution, their own development, self-improvement, self-investment. They need to work on their stuff. And they need to build up their energy so they can also attract that kind of money. The last thing I want is you doing all the work, making all the money, and now somebody just wants to take it from you, kind of borrowing it from you. First of all, you're not a bank, okay? And even if you do, it should be your decision. If you're feeling very generous on a certain day, do you, why not? It's a good thing to be charitable, but it's another thing to actually start lending out money to family, close friends, relatives, and stuff like that, because they're going to keep on using you and abusing you in that sense, you know. And there's like this whole psychology behind that. We're not going to get into that. But when you start lending out money, people know, okay, we have like this golden egg right here. So whenever we need, we're going to be back. Even if we can't pay back, we will always get more time because it's our dude, right? It's our girl, it's our man, whatever. And so they keep making excuses. But the thing is, you're not serving them by giving them the money, because have they still worked on themselves even after that, after getting that money? They haven't. Did they manage to make more in their own life? Still they haven't. So you didn't really do them very well. Like, you didn't serve them well. If you want, you can teach them things. Doing anything, executing anything is on them. You don't have to literally just like hand out money, right? You can give them the knowledge, give them the guidance, tell them what to study, or I don't know, you know, guide them. They can learn. There's so many channels out there. You can suggest them, watch this, watch that. They will learn. Let them do their own thing. Let them elevate their own energy level or frequency, and let them learn the game of money. Because it's very interesting, because just not too long ago, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago, I had like this little conversation with one of our relatives. I'm not going to name, obviously, but that relative really likes to, you know, borrow money from other relatives that we know. And so we just had like this normal chat. And all of a sudden, that person started to talk about how, I think it started with relationships. He was attracting this girl, and, you know, he was like everybody's all about money and money and money. Like, he was really nagging and complaining and saying a lot of bad things about money. And I'm just here listening, right? And that person is like, everybody just wants money. Even girls have become so greedy and this and that and this and that. And I'm just quiet. I'm just listening. I'm like, yeah, mm-hmm, yep, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, okay. And I see that he kept nagging. He kept saying how people who want money are bad, how people who earn money, they're bad people, how people who do well in business, they're very dishonest people, how people, a lot of stuff. And then he also went on saying that he himself works so hard, but he never made that much money. But he also said that he has so many friends who don't work that much, but they make a lot of money. So you see the complaints and the resentment and in one place. And I'm seeing all of that and I can totally analyze the situation here. I'm like, on one hand, this person is resentful that he has worked so hard, still didn't make that much money, like the other dudes have who worked easier but made more than him. So he's resentful why he didn't make more. He worked so hard, apparently. And on the other hand, he also hates people who made more money, that he's calling his friends, by the way, that are his friends. So in a way, he hates his friends, right? Okay. So he's telling all these stories how he hates people who have money easy way and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. And I said this one thing. I'm like, you know what? Money's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be hard for you. Why is it hard for you? Why do you think? The thing is, I think the purpose of this live session is not about talking about how to make money, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just here to tell you about your mindset, that you need to set your mindset right just a little bit. Shift it just a little bit. I think this is what everybody has to do at one point if they want to elevate their own kind of status or income level or their revenue. They have to always keep shifting their mindset and take it one step at a time. If you are somebody who's making only a couple of hundred a month, no problem. Shift your mind just a little bit more. Do a little bit more tweaking so that you can get to the 1,000 mark a month. Do a bit more tweaking with your mindset and you could go up to 2,000 a month. Do a little bit more and you could actually go to 10K a month. Do more, 20K a month. And then you can reach 6 figures a month and so on, right? And then there's people who have like these complete mastermind mindsets where I am not there yet myself either, where they make millions a month or $250,000 a month, right? So it's always like this tweaking. So take it slow, take it one step at a time. Money is not supposed to be difficult. But in order for money to be easy for you, you definitely have to do this one thing where you have to think about money in a respectful way. Don't abuse money. It's not going to come to you. And it's a fact. It's a fact. You don't see 1% people abusing money. I mean, yes, of course, they have a lot of extra cash. They can do whatever. But initially what they have done, everything that comes in, there's always a plan what to do with that money. This much is going to get invested. This is going into properties. This is going into stocks. This is my own salary. This is what I'm giving to my family. This is my bills and expenses or whatever. And this is luxury money. Whatever is left, chill. Let's chill. Let's go on a yacht. Let's party. Let's whatever. Everybody has their own ways of spending luxury money. I just call it luxury money. So you can get to that level of luxury money one by one. You just have to shift your mindset one at a time. As I said, if you're doing hundreds a month, tweak a little bit. Tweak a little bit. You will see such a change. I kid you not. You will go to the 1,000 mark. Train yourself a little more the next month. Now see, you will get to the 2,000 mark. And then you keep repeating those steps and you're going to get there. You're going to get there where you can do now 20K a month, 30K a month, maybe even 50 and 60 and stuff. Right? Or maybe the millions. Again, as I said, I have not reached that mindset yet. So maybe I still have to elevate to that level, but so far so good. And every time I had to do this thing where you have to tweak your mindset a little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. And you hear this oftentimes, so many people say that I have so much that even if I lose everything, I know how to make it back. And this is it. This is the proof that you actually become so mentally just there, you know, that even if everything physically is taken away from you, you have it in you now, you know. So it's always about the mindset. Forget about the struggle right now. Forget about the steps you have to take at the moment. Forget about the strategies and the plans and the business plan. Relax. What is your mindset like? Because when your mindset is totally like messed up, no matter how fantastic your business plan and the strategy and the team is, you're going to eventually screw up everything. So what kind of a relationship do you have with money? What is your relationship with money? Do you hate people who have money? Do you actually resent money? Do you resent people who have money? And then at the same time, you want to borrow money every time there's an emergency? What is it? Like, can you just decide that, okay, you know what, I need this amount of wealth, or I need this amount of monthly income, and I want to elevate my status? Whatever it is that you want to decide, just decide. And then get your mind to that level now. That's the next thing. First thing is to write it down, decide this. Forget about the strategies and the business plans. Write down, what do you actually want? It is so important to know what you really want out of your business or company or investments, whatever, even if it is just a job. What do you want from the job? How much percentage are you going to save, invest, and spend on yourself when you get that salary every month? Are you strategic with that? Because once you become a bit more strategic and respectful and like disciplined with money, you're gonna get there sooner than you think, honestly. And this is what I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about, because I, you know, see ladies comment on my Instagram also about they want to earn more, they don't know how, they don't know when, they don't. But when you talk to them, their mindsets are totally messed up a little bit, you know, where they don't think good about money in the first place. And you can't think bad about money and then expect money to come to you. It's like me going to a person saying, I like you. I mean, I need you, but I kind of don't like you. I need you again, but I don't love you. Yeah, I want you with me, but I'm not going to step in with you. No. You're confusing that person, aren't you? So you need to treat money with a little bit more respect than that. Otherwise, you're going to become just like that relative person that I was talking about earlier that just has so much complaint. And I kid you not, when you are in that mindset, and if you have somebody around you in that sort of mindset, it is a waste of time and a waste of energy to even bother having a discussion with this person, because they are not able to have a sensible discussion with an open mind. They have very strong opinions, apparently. You know, and anybody who teaches them otherwise is just an equally bad person. So you don't get involved in conversations like that. When somebody does not have that kind of mindset, you don't talk. You don't get in conversations like that, because it's just going to bring your own energy down. You will never see the 1% actually talk to people with such messed up mindsets, trying to convince them that they can also do it. Because no matter what you teach them, no matter what you tell them, they're not going to be about it. It's just BS for them. Everything you're going to teach them and tell them, they're going to come right back with just another excuse, with just another blame game, basically. Like how it's everybody else's fault, but not theirs. So their mindsets, if they have decided their mindset, they don't want to shift their mindset, they don't want to get there, good for them, but it's none of your business. So you keep moving ahead and just do your thing. People can think bad however much they want. And again, I see that with a lot of like us younger people, whether it's girls and guys, especially the ones who are new in business. Every single decision they make with their business is based off of what others are thinking, what others said at one point, what are they going to say, what are they going to think. You need to be past that stage already. if you have decided you want a business, you want to start something, anything, if it's social media agencies, if it's marketing agencies, if it's affiliates, if it's YouTube is a business also, if you have a product business or a digital product business, whatever it is that you do, whatever you sell, you know, you cannot be thinking about that person is going to say this or think this, blah blah. It's none of their business, because you are only limiting yourself every time you think, if I make this much, I'm going to be alone, I'll lose my friends, my family's going to change towards me. No, let me not go up that much. Let me just stay right here so that I'm still accepted by other people around me. So that's what you call a limiting belief, right? A limited kind of mindset. With limiting beliefs, how far can you go? You can't. So that's just kind of the conclusion of this life today, or what I wanted to talk about is just, it's all about your mindset. Totally about your mindset. How much, if you have already a business, by the way, how much are you seriously into your business? Are you really handling your business like it's the love of your life? And I don't mean that in like an attached way. Of course, you should not really get attached to any business, because if it is actually a failing business, you being attached to it makes things even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to not be in the business, you have to like look from an outside lens, look from the outside in, and then you will understand, oh my god, okay, now I see what's going on, now I see what's wrong, now I see where the systems are kind of cracking and what I have to do. But when you're just so in it with all your kind of being, you know, attached to it so much that you can't see from an outsider lens, then we have a problem. And all you need is a mindset shift in that stage. If that's where you are, you need a mindset shift. You know, you can't be looking inside from within. You won't see that much. You won't see from too far. But if you come up high here and now look down and you're like, oh my god, I see the whole organization now I see what's wrong here, you know. So from a distance you see clearer. It's just like opening a book, and when you literally have your face all in the book, you can't read. You have to create a little space and distance, you know, detach a little bit, look from outside a little bit, and oh, now I can read, you know. So it's kind of it's the same kind of logic that applies here, and I hope that makes sense. Is there any point that I also wanted to talk about? Let me just quickly check on here. Always have a strategy. Yes, have a strategy of what to do next, but I think forget about the strategy. First things first, make a decision and get your mindset right. Does your mindset match your decision? Does your actions suit that mindset? Like, does it all is it all like flowing naturally together? Does it mesh together? Does it cook well together? If it does, then it's a good recipe. But if it doesn't, then there's something you have to work on. Whether it's the strategy, work on it. Whether it's the mindset, very important, first and foremost, which is why you will have to read a lot. And that's something they say to you so often. Everyone will tell you, read, read, read. And here you are being stubborn, you don't want to read. You're like, I'm done with college and I'm done with university. Why do I have to read again? Well, why not? Why not? You won't believe there are still people out there who actually think reading is like such a waste of time. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, so you think you know it all, right? You think you know better than anybody else. That's why you don't want to read. Read. People think books are just like text printed out just for sales. Don't you understand? It's written by somebody who's had more experience than you, at least. If it's not the best, still better than you. Why are you not learning from that person? They have written down their whole life experience, or their thoughts and opinions and their mindsets are written down in those books. The more you read, the more you'll figure that out anyway, right? You think you don't need to do that. And by the way, some people maybe actually don't. You know, those are the kind of people that naturally come from families who do very well, you know, who are very driven and success driven and very they have it in them. They function like highly success driven people do on a daily basis. So when you grow up in that kind of culture and environment, then you kind of know the insider stuff because you've always seen it while growing up. But that's not the story with 95% of people. You know, you all have to read and learn what those people have been up to, what they've been doing, what they think like, and what are the similarities they all have. The more books you read, of different people, you will see a lot of similarities and you'll see a lot of patterns. And once you figure out those patterns, oh my God, that's when shit happens. That's when you start to shift and learn, and you kind of cultivate that within you. You get a part of it. So always look at books like a very important lesson that you have to learn and read. The more you do that, you'll figure out the patterns, the similarities, the differences, and all of that. You will crack the code. You will get the message, but you have to start somewhere. And that's just what I wanted to come here and tell you to do. Anything else? I think, yeah, I don't want to do a very long video. I want to keep my live sessions here less than 30 minutes because, anybody who sees it later, I don't want to it's a new channel overall, so I don't want to kind of annoy the algorithm, with too many long videos. I don't think people like that too much. People have a very short attention span as far as I know. So, yeah. I think in the next live, I would love to talk about social media strategies, how to use social media for your business and stuff. But I think this live is firstly a little important to watch first, and then we can move on step by step further. Whatever suggestions you also have, let me know, and we could talk about those things in my next sessions. I'll do another one this week, hopefully, or the weekend. Whenever I get a chance, I would love to be here again. Hopefully by next time I do lives, we'll have a few people watching me and make it like an interactive live session. But if you're watching this, leave me a comment below. Tell me who you are, what do you do. I would love to get to know all of you guys. We are growing slowly here. And yeah, I think I just have to be a bit more consistent with my videos on here, which I haven't been that much. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Whoever watches this later, take care of yourself, take care of your finances, because it's very important, okay? And my name is Isha, for those of you who are new here. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. By the way, please do like the button. Every time you watch me, the first thing that should come in your mind is hit like. Hit like. Like. Because it does help with the algorithm and just makes our message reach to more people who actually need this sort of message. It may kind of motivate and inspire them to do better for themselves and learn. I think we all can learn more together than we can on our own, So I love learning from everybody. So whoever you are, whatever you do, I would love to know from you. Write it down in the comments. Just write a little quick introduction, just so I know what's your name, what do you do, stuff like that. And yeah, welcome to the community. I shall see you next time. Take care and, well, good night.